Right everyone, WeaponCollector here. Right, today's going to be the Billhook build. I don't know how many of you would have heard me ever mention this, but yeah, I've been planning this a while. So this is an old Billhook. You know, look at the state of it. It was going to be chucked away. In fact, I salvaged it out of a skip. So this is going to be turned into a proper pole arm, or whatever it's called. So what I'll have to do is take the handle off, but I want to add a spike on the back and the stabby sort of spike. The only thing I've got to hand to do that is this old bit of, I don't know what it is, could be iron, could be anything. Looks old anyway, but I'm going to use that to make a spike at the back and the spike at the top. So this will have to be drilled. That's the bit that's going to depend on whether I have those or not. We'll have to see. And then those will be riveted on with a nail, basically, a nail and washer. So it'll be quite an old traditional way of doing it. And one side, obviously, you'll see them on there, and one side it'll look better. But I think that's how they would have done it in the old days if they didn't have the capability to sort of forge weld it on or whatever, or have it already on there. You would have had to drill holes and rivet the blades on, so it'll be quite traditional in that way. And the handle will depend on how good some of the wood I've got is. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it there? These bits here, these are old beams. I may be able to use one of those for the handle. If not, I have got other options if it comes to that. But I could always make all the head first and then do the handle later if that wood's not good enough. Again, I have no idea how long the handle's going to be. So I think what I'll do first, I'm going to take the handle off of this, see what we've got to work with, and get these old bolts out of here and clean that up a bit and see what we've got to work with there. Oh, this is a Brad's Co. This is the same as the this is the same make as the scythe. Brad's Co. says there. You'll see it later. Right, I've got my gas mask on, so you might not be able to hear me very well. Don't know how well that looks on there, but that's got a really nice old looking pitting to it. It actually looks really nice. I'm going to leave it like that. I'll clean it up a little bit more so it's a little bit more shiny, but the pitting actually will give it a lot more of an authentic look. So now I just need to start cleaning up the blade. Again, I won't get it fully looking brand new because there's no point. That's the blade cleaned up as much as I want, really. I don't mind the sort of dark rustic look because it will match this piece, because I'll never get this looking new anyway. So what I need to do now, go and have a look at some pictures to see where these spikes would be, and then I'm going to have to measure so that I can add those. So that's going to come to a point there, and this one will come to a point right at the top, and on the other side it will look like that. So something a bit like that. So I'll cut these to a point now. So it should be alright, I think. I think we'll have it about there. Now I wanted to draw a line there, and cut a little bit out of this to make it recess in, but it's too much work really for something that's almost decorative anyway. So the next thing I'll do now is I need to mark where I want the holes. I think I'll probably do this first. I'm not sure if you can still see that. Right, so now I just need to drill 2 holes in here, and then we'll mark that onto there and drill it through the blade. Excellent news, it drilled really nicely. Both of them did. So what I need to do now is get some of these nails, which I'll be using as rivets. Just file this end ever so slightly, because it's sort of, either put a taper on here, as that'd be easy. I think if I put a taper on there so it fits in a little bit more than that, because it sticks out too much, and I can rivet that one on. Yeah, it doesn't move at all. So I will now just drill for the next bit. That'll be there, and then I shall be riveting that on. I could probably don't need to show you that because you've seen me do it on this one obviously, but it'll be exactly the same process. But I'll just probably drill 3 holes, countersink them, put the nails in, and turn them into rivets with a washer. So that's the head done. I'm actually really happy with that. The only thing I would have done differently is add the nails the other way round. So this side looked even neater, but doesn't matter. It's one of those things you learn as you go along. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think that looks good. Proper rustic as well. So what I'm going to need to do now is do a handle for it. Now I'm not going to do a really long handle because I'm restricted to how long the wood I've got is and how good it is, but I'll try to do one so that this whole thing is about as tall as me. Yeah, so what I need is the wood, so I'm going to have to shape the wood into a circle shape, and then I'm going to need some kind of metal collar, because I'm going to need to drive this into that. Yeah, I'm literally just going to have to keep going over till I make a sort of hexagon shape, or whatever it would be, octagon shape, and then round those edges off. Basically just keep taking off the corners until you're getting something that's round. Right, so this will have to do for now. If it has any weak spots, I'll just reinforce those with metal bands at a later date. So it's nearly there. It's going to be quite thick, but that'll give it more strength. I'm going to get out the little plane now and just sort of touch this up, but it's good enough. It's going to have these black bits on because they're deeper than the edges, because this was an old wooden beam from my front room. Must admit, when you get down to this level of planing, it's actually quite relaxing. It's not when you're having to take loads off though. When you're refining it, it's actually quite nice. Yeah, this isn't going to be perfect. And as I say, some of these, you can't see it from your side, but some of these bits where it was chipped in to make it look like an old beam, they're deeper than where I'm going to plane to. But it doesn't matter. I think it'll give it a. We can pretend that's where it's been in a fire or something, you know, or an old knot that's gone black or something. I'll show you what I mean. So there's a big bit there, here. Yeah, that's pretty much done. So I'm going to start fitting the head next. So what I'll be doing, I'll be taking this piece of steel tube, putting it on the end of the handle. So I'm going to need to shape that so this will fit on. Drill a hole in, and then fit this in. Right, let's see if we can get this on. It's going to be a little bit tight. Actually, I might need to take some more off of that first. Right, see if I can get this in now. May need to make this hole a bit bigger. Looking at it, yeah, I think I better make that a bit bigger. Right, there's the size of it. Just need to drill a hole through there now. Put the pin in, and then it's just a case of finishing it then. One thing I have done while doing this though, I've messed up my little belt grinder. Spring shot out of it from somewhere, and I can't seem to work out where it goes. So I may need to sharpen this by hand. Yeah. Nearly there now. Right, I've probably not even nearly got it in here, but there you go. There is the bill hook done. Got a nice sort of skull crusher spike, stabbing spike, and then your blade. Shaft looks pretty good, I think, and I've put a bit of the varnish on the metal to make that look aged. It's taller than me. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but yeah, it's got a good 1.5 foot on me, so it's about 6.5 foot long altogether, I'd say. Sadly, I'm not going to be able to sharpen it for this video or use it, but what I will do is I'll take it outside and lay it on the grass and take some pictures so you can at least see the finished product, and then I'll do a part 2 where I will sharpen it and cut some bottles and stuff, and you know, stab some bottles and stuff like that. I'm going to need to fix my little belt grinder first, so as I said, a spring popped out of it and I've got no idea where it come from. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. I'm not sure how much you can see of this, but yeah, certainly looks the part to me. Rock solid, absolute, you know, it should last a long time really. Yeah, right, let's get some pictures. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to watch the rest of the video. See you later.